Good morning. Just got back from Florida and the Addiction Summit conference thingy that we went down there for. It was very interesting. A lot of good people doing a lot of good things. A lot of people competing to get into the residential space, providing services, providing rehab services. Seems like it's a real popular place to be right now. But the thing that stood out to me is that amid all this competition and amid all this how do we get business kind of an approach, it's stunning when you're on the outside looking in on that and you see that everyone's doing the same exact thing, and they're grinding through these marketing campaigns and this pay for clicks kind of campaign and just grinding it out, and nobody's really trying to take a different angle with things. And also nobody's trying to take a different angle with treatment services. I'm not disparaging anything, it is what it is, but my goodness, if I was trying to get into space, I might try to build a little bit of a different car, because that different car runs just as well. Here are the facts around recovery. There is no one pathway to recovery. People invent their own pathways to recovery. The majority of people go through what's called natural recovery, or some people call it spontaneous remission, where they just sort of figure it out. So the idea that you have to do it one certain way, that really makes no sense to me from a practical standpoint, and it makes no sense to me from a business standpoint. And if you're out there and you've been struggling, maybe you've gone to meetings before, maybe you've gone to 18 rehabs, maybe you've tried ibogaine and freaky solutions in the Amazon rainforest, and basically you're saying to yourself, there's no way that I can get this thing done. You can find recovery. It's not reserved for a certain few people who do it a certain way. And if you've ever been told that, whoever's telling you that, I mean, they're being driven by, I mean, it's not a good thing. That's not a good thing to say to people, because it's not true. And perhaps they're doing the best they can when they tell you that. If professionals have told you that, that's dead wrong. There's no one way to do recovery. Here's the deal. Find a group that you can be part of. Find somebody that you can talk to. Get a therapist, get a coach, get a sponsor if you're into 12-step meetings. Change who you're hanging out with. You can do this a wide variety of ways. Start to lead a healthy lifestyle. Start to work on yourself and some of your core issues. But you don't have to do that at a certain program, at the direction of certain people. Okay? If you are doing that, keep doing it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But we have got to wrap our mind around the fact that we are facing a crisis like we've never faced before. Not just opioids, but addiction in general. The mentality around it. We are a country that loves to get high. I just saw an article today. We spend more money on weed than we do wine. So here we go with the legalized marijuana, and I'm not going to get into that debate, but we love to get high in America. We love to spend money, get high, have a good time, and that's wonderful. But we better get ready as a society to bring more people into this recovery fold. And then here's the final thing. We better man up and go after the families. And we better not preach to the families and tell them things like you're a no-good enabler. Not that anyone would say no good, but we would throw the word enabler around like it's a badge of dishonor. Look, man, it's not enabling. I'm trying to do the best I can. Moms are hardwired to save their kids. It's a maladaptive response, perhaps, is maybe not the best way to handle it. But it's not because you're a bad person. It's not because you're a sick person. It's because that's a natural instinct. All right, we got to get this done. We got to change this. All right, check us out at www.favorgreenville.org, recoverycartel.com. Check out another project I'm part of called epreventions.com. Check out our stress management site at WPG.com, wellnesspartnersgroup.com. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on out there. I'm going to go to work now. I'm going to talk to drug addicts. I'm going to love on them. I'm going to talk to their families all day. I'm going to send them to rehabs. They're going to need to go here. They're going to need there. And at the end of the day, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to drive home, and I'm going to have a momentary kind of situation where I'm like, this is overwhelming. But then I'm going to say this to myself. I'm going to say, self, it's a noble pursuit. Get in there and keep going at it. And be careful who you listen to. Out there in social media land, be careful who you're listening to. There are some really good people. There are also some shady mofos Watch out for the shady mofos.